Hey friends, Barkey Dog here, back with another movie review. This time we're looking at an action picture from 1994 called Drop Zone. All about skydiving skydivers diving through the sky when they skydive. But wait, there's more! Turns out some of these skydivers are crooks and not above murder to make millions. The basic story goes like this. A computer hacker is about to testify against the Chinese tongs he used to work for, so they want him dead. After an attempt on his life, the hacker needs to be transported to a safer facility. Enter a pair of brothers who are also U.S. Marshals, played by Wesley Snipes and Theo Huxtable. When en route via a commercial flight, Gary Busey and his team of skydiving crooks kidnaps the hacker and they escape by blowing out an emergency door, then going all D.B. Cooper and skydiving away with their prize. Unfortunately, Theo Huxtable is killed, and he and Snipes are blamed for everything that went wrong. Snipes' boss doesn't believe there was a kidnapping, so he suspends Snipes, and so Snipes has to start to work on the case on his own to avenge his brother, prove their innocence, and bring the skydiving crooks down to earth, preferably without parachutes. Along the way, he meets a skydiving chick with a connection to the gang and convinces her to help him. As for the skydiving crooks, they want the hacker so they can pull off their ultimate caper. Using a skydiving competition as cover, they'll skydive on top of the Justice Department headquarters during the fireworks on the 4th of July, break into the DEA computer system, and steal all the information on their operations and undercover agents, which they plan to sell to a drug cartel for 2 million smackers, and skydiving out again. To prove to their clients they can do it, they raid a police evidence vault first. Then they go ahead with their plan. Snipes, the skydiving chick, and some skydiving pals Snipes meets along the way all work to stop the skydiving crooks and save the day. But can they? Well, I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch the movie. Drop Zone is part of a movie duel. That is, 2 movies on the same subject being made by different studios at the same time, with release dates very close to one another. I recently talked about this kind of thing with my video on Mission to Mars and Red Planet. Classic examples of a movie duel would be the 2 Christopher Columbus movies, or Volcano and Dante's Peak, or Armageddon and Deep Impact. Drop Zone's opponent was a Charlie Sheen movie called Terminal Velocity, with both action movies being centered around the subject of skydiving. In the case of this movie duel, however, the studio behind Drop Zone blinked and held their picture back for a more favorable release date. John Badham, who directed the classic action movie Blue Thunder, made this picture, and if you look fast, you'll see him in a cameo as a ship captain. But overall, this movie is pretty run-of-the-mill as action movies go. It isn't bad, but it isn't exactly a heavy drama. Other than the personal conflict between Snipes and Busey, the stakes don't seem very real or very high here. In some ways, the movie feels almost a little lightweight, but it's engaging enough to keep the viewer watching. One thing I particularly liked was that Snipes is not a Superman here. That is, he can kick ass, but unlike most action heroes, this character can also get his own ass kicked by the right opponent. and the character is actually afraid of skydiving, like any other sane, normal person would be. And he isn't that good at it either. That gives his character a degree of believability you wouldn't see if, say, Dolph Lundgren or Van Damme or Stallone or Arnold were playing this role. They'd just shove someone out of a plane and say, "Drop in sometime," or "Is a drop out," or something like that. Snipes plays the character in a way you can buy it. Gary Busey is in his full-on crazy mode as the skydiving crook leading the gang. The skydiving chick is played by Yancy Butler, and Michael Jeter from Evening Shade is the computer hacker. Malcolm Jamal Warner plays Theo Huxtable. All are pretty fine in their respective roles. I think my favorite character was Swoop, played by Kyle Secor. Swoop is a skydiving mad lad, a wild and crazy skydiver. You see him jettison his main suit to save another skydiver in trouble, just crazy stuff like that. Yeah, so he's a lot of fun in this. The skydiving crooks, the rival skydivers, the good guy skydivers, they all kind of reminded me of surfers. Like, surfers are one with the waves, and these guys are one with the air currents or something. Anyway, the surfer vibe is very strong with this movie, as we follow Snipes as he goes undercover and learns more about the skydivers, their world, and their customs. To be sure, there are lots of dopey things, like no one in Washington monitoring radar, or stuff like that during the fireworks celebration, or skydivers diving into the fireworks display. But that's kind of par for the course with action movies and not a deal breaker. I'm giving this one 2.25 paws. Well, it could have been better, maybe. Drop Zone is a fun ride, centered on a subject we don't see too much of, and both Snipes and Busey look good in their respective roles. Drop Zone is available on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and digitally from Amazon Prime. Well, that's all I have for you this time. I'll be back soon with another video. In the meantime, you take care of yourselves, okay? And I'll see you in the next one.